young whippersnapper. You ain't been through nothing. Have you ever had to leave the studio cause your sugar got low? I got gout in my pinky toe. Why? Did you hear what I said? I took a pocket to pot. I got gout in my pinky toe. You a rapper, young whippersnapper. You can't be me. I got bad bladder. Every 30 seconds, I got to be. Hey, I see you trying to date these women.
Y'all, I'm sorry, man. That's my new jam, y'all. I'm sorry, man. But yo, let's go ahead and jump off with the show, man. This your boy EC22, man. Let's get it. Y'all, I hope y'all can hear me right now. Let me change my audio. There we go. So it's your boy EC22 at the Fair with the Fan channel, man. Listen, today's podcast, I know I'm a little late, but that's okay. We're going to jump right on into it, man. I know you guys are getting ready to go to bed, get ready for work tomorrow, but I ain't got to go to work, so therefore I'm going to jump on live right now. You can catch us in the morning or whenever you want to check out the Fair with the Fan podcast. But first of all, before we get started, man, thank you for watching the Fair with the Fan podcast. Like, subscribe, share, leave comments, join the conversation, and let's just dive right on in. Listen, ESPN decided to drop out their top 100 athletes of the 21st century, and y'all, and it caused quite a bit of a stir. And personally, y'all, I ain't really mad at the list because obviously it gives us something to talk about, give us something to debate. So I really appreciate when ESPN or any of the sports mainstream medias do this because it's just real fun. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm mixed emotions about this particular list. But let's just dive on into the list real quick. I'm just going to give an overall review of the top 20 real quick. But before I do, listen, I got to give a disclaimer. Because everything I'm about to say is probably be a little bit of contradiction in my statement because I'll probably be going backwards and forwards because, like I said, I'm mixed emotions completely about this list. So let's just dive right on in real quick. If I can pull it on up real quick. Uh-oh. That ain't what I'm looking for. Here we go. So right off the rip, number one on the list of the top athlete in the 21st century is none other than number one, Michael Phelps. Boo. Then they got Serena Williams, number two. They got Lionel Messi, number three. They got LeBron James, number four. Tom Brady, number five. Roger Federer, number six. Number seven, Simone Biles. Number eight, Tiger Woods. Number nine, Usain Bolt. Number 10, Kobe Bryant. Number 11, Novak Djokovic. They got Rafael Nadal, number 12. 13, Cristiano Ronaldo. 14, Stephen Curry. 15, Katie Ledecky. She's a swimmer. Tim Duncan, number 16. 17, Shaquille O'Neal. They got Shaquille O'Neal ranked over Shaq. Wow, that's kind of weird. Patrick Mahomes, number 18. Lewis Hamilton, auto racer, at number 19. And Aaron Donald at number 20. I don't understand. I really don't understand this list. And, you know, it's all just, I guess, all personal opinions, man. But listen, I'm going to tell you right now, just right off the rip, there's no way in the world that I would put a swimmer on the list as far as being the top or greatest athlete of any category. A swimmer, a car driver, I definitely wouldn't put a golfer up there. So no disrespect to Tiger Woods, no disrespect to Michael Phelps or Katie Ledecky for being a swimmer or Lewis Hamilton for being a race car driver. I just wouldn't put those guys in the top 20 at all as a greatest athlete. Obviously, they deserve some type of fanfare or kudos because of what they've done and the energy they've driven in their respective sports. But to be the greatest, see, we got to define greatest, you know, what the greatest athlete is, and we're going to get to that in a minute. But what I want to suggest is this list more about popularity or athleticism? And it's clearly about popularity because you cannot tell me with good conscience that Michael Phelps is a better athlete than LeBron James. I know he's a fast swimmer, but then that's it. You know what I'm saying? I know it takes a lot to swim and all, but he ain't a better athlete than LeBron James. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. So if I would have to rewrite the top 20, my list would go just like this. Obviously, I wouldn't have any golfers or swimmers or anybody of that nature in the top 20. So my top 20 would be like this way. LeBron James would be number one. Kobe Bryant would be number two. Serena Williams would be number three. Roger Federer will be number four, tennis player. Shaquille O'Neal at number five. Lionel Messi, the soccer player, will be number six. Also got Novacek Djokovic, whatever I forget his name, whatever. But he's a tennis player. Rafael Nadal, a tennis player. I would have Cristiano Ronaldo, soccer player. Stephen Curry, number 10. Tim Duncan, number 11. Tom Brady, number 12. Yes, Tom Brady on my list drops all the way at the bottom because he's just a quarterback. He's nowhere near athletic than anybody I've named before. Kevin Garnett, number 13. Obviously, I believe Kevin Garnett is better than Tom Brady, but out of respect to Tom Brady and all the Super Bowl rings, I did give him that little boost over Kevin Garnett or any other basketball player. Diana Taurasi comes out in number 14. Simone Biles, number 15. Randy Moss, number 16. Patrick Mahomes, number 17. Aaron Donalds, number 18. Sidney Crosby, hockey player, at number 19, and Floyd Mayweather, number 20. That would be my top 20 greatest athletes of the 21st century. Like I say, I don't have any swimmers, divers, golfers on that list, and not even any MLB players on that list. I'm sorry. I don't consider Major League Baseball a sport that requires a lot of athleticism, even though that the players may be athletic, but I don't think it requires a lot of athleticism when you're looking at some of these other sports. Now, the question is, which sports has the most players on this list? And I've broken it down for you. There's 100 players on the list, but I broke it down for you by the sport, and it goes like this. The number one sport with MLB have 18 players on this top 100 list. Basketball, well, if you combine basketball with men's and women's, WNBA and NBA, you're going to have 24 altogether. But the men have 16 and the women have 18 on this list. And then you have the NFL with 12 players on this list, followed by tennis that have 6. So, and that's kind of how we roll with that situation right there. Oh, and soccer have 15 players. You combine soccer, men and women have 15 players on the list. 11 men's on this list and 4 female soccer players on that list. Then you got couple of race car drivers and stuff like that. Golf got 4 people on this list, and track, and then you got boxing, MMA. I wouldn't even put MMA on that list. Boxing maybe, but not MMA. They got Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather and Bernard Hopkins on the list for boxing, and they got Roy Jones Jr. and I think it's George St. Pierre on the list for MMA. Like I said, to each his own. You like what you like, but like I say, me personally, my top 5 sports will be, and I got it right here, it will be tennis will be the number 1 sport. And here's where I get a little contradictory because I didn't put Serena Williams at number 1 for a lot of different reasons. But I think the greatest athletic sport and the sport that has the most athleticism is tennis. Hands down. Then it comes to basketball. Then I got football. Then I got soccer. And then I got gymnastics, which is another contradictory statement because I had Simone Biles ranked low on the list. I think I had Simone Biles at number 15 and all the other great, but her popularity is what it is. You know, the reason why she got a long snud, even though I think you have to be great to be a gymnast, particularly, but you only compete every 4 years or every 2 years or however way that thing work, whatever. But when you start looking at somebody like a LeBron James, who just came in the league in 2003, has been relevant since then, over 21 years, he pretty much sold up all of the 21st century at this point right now. And that's the only reason why I put Kobe Bryant under him, because Kobe Bryant came into the league in 1996. He retired in 2016. LeBron James have more impact in the 21st century than Kobe Bryant. That's just what it is. But even though Kobe Bryant's legacy will far maybe succeed LeBron James, obviously post-mortem. But like I said, LeBron James is a bad man, but Jim, and I kind of got him tied, but you got to pick one winner. And then Serena Williams, obviously, man. Yeah, Serena's cold. Serena's cold. So, but what I also did, I took a comparison to this list of the 21st century back on the list of the greatest athletes of the 20th century. And man, let me run down their top 20 if I can find it real quick. And it goes like this. Their top 20 of the 20th century was Michael Jordan, number one, Babe Ruth, wow, number two. They had Muhammad Ali, number three, Jim Brown, number four, Wayne Gretzky, number five, Jesse Owens, number six, Jim Thorpe, number seven, Willie Mays at number eight. They had Jack Nicklaus, a golfer, at number nine. Why he on this list, I don't know. Babe, Zacharias, whatever name, he's a track and field and golf player. Joe Louis at number 11. They had Carl Lewis at number 12. Wilt Chamberlain, number 13. Hank Aaron at number 14. Jackie Robinson at 15. Why Jackie Robinson dropped so low, I don't know. Ted Williams, number 16. Magic Johnson at number 17. Bill Russell, number 18. Martina Navratilova, she's a tennis player. I forgot. I'm butchering her name, but she came in number 19. And Ty Cobb, a baseball player, at number 20. I was going to try to give my own opinion about the 2000, but like I said, about the whole era. But see, the thing about the 21st century that I've lived all of it so far, but I didn't live all of the 20th century. So therefore, I don't really have a strong opinion, but I do agree with Michael Jeffrey Jordan being number one, and that's all I care about. But I don't like Babe Ruth being in the top 20, and I definitely do not like Jack Nicklaus, a golf player, being in the top 20. Other than that, I really don't have an opinion because obviously this is a popularity list because you look at the breakdown by sport. I mean, the MLB had 22 players on this list. NFL had 20 players on this list. Track and field had 12. The NBA had 11. Tennis had 8. Then followed by boxing and hockey, both had 6. Then you had golf 5. Soccer was nowhere listed on this list. They got a couple of horses on the list and a couple of jockeys. Animals made this list as greatest athletes of all time. Makes no sense. And then jockeys who do number sit on the horses are considered great athletes. Clearly that these top 100s are popularity contests, and that's what it is. But they're not necessarily a list or a category that we can really argue when it comes down to athleticism, because somebody like Tiger Woods, yes, he is definitely famous. He's a guy we've been rooting for all these years, and he deserves to be on the 21st century list. If it's popularity, yes, it deserves to be in the top 10 as he is, but athleticism, I mean, y'all, come on now. You think that Tiger Woods is more athletic than Diana Taurasi? Than Simone Biles? I mean, yeah, he can hit some golf balls pretty good, but I wouldn't dare put him off in there. Usain Bolt, who came in number 9 on the list. Do you think he is more athletic than Kevin Garnett, who came all the way down on the list? Makes absolutely no sense to me. He's a runner. Yeah, he's fast, but what else can he do? We saw him in the celebrity game. Didn't look that good of a basketball player to me. So what else can he do? Just throwing it out there. But here's another argument, and I'm going to close with this. I was talking to a buddy of mine. G, if you're listening, I need to get you on this show so we can definitely talk about it. So we were going back and forth about the word athleticism and how we can consider who can be the greatest athletes of all time by the sport. And I had my opinion, obviously, what I just shared to you. G had an opinion of his own, and he said this right here. And he said he considered the greatest sport that has the best athletes are the sports that do not have a celebrity game. And I'm sorry, folks, that only leaves but 2 in my opinion, and that is football and gymnastics. When you start looking at golf, obviously there are a lot of golf matches, but like I said, I would consider golf athletes. But if you look at baseball, definitely a lot of celebrity baseball games, definitely a lot of celebrity basketball games. We see celebrities play tennis and stuff like that. They may not be at the highest level, but they do have those competitions out there, and every variation of tennis, we be talking about pickleball, table tennis, and all that stuff like that, badminton, blah, 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 cricket and all that other crap. No, cricket is more like hockey, I believe. But anyway, but when it comes down to football, you don't see people just playing football for leisure. You're not going to see celebrities go out there and hurt each other for fun, for nothing else other than fun. You got boxers going out there boxing for fun. But when you look at MMA and boxing, yeah, they have celebrity boxing matches, but people fight for nothing all day long. Just watch YouTube. You'll see all that anyway. Or go to your local football game, a professional football game. You'll see people fighting for nothing anyway. I'm tripping. But gymnastics, can you imagine Somebody decide they want to go do a triple beam for no reason. See, football and gymnastics are sports that are highly athletic. And I'm only trying to prove his point, even though I just gave you my top 5, but his point is very valid, and I just want to throw it out there. You know, you're only going to do that stuff when you're competing or training your body to go compete at the highest level. Nobody's just going to go outside and just jump on the balancing beam or the swinging bars, whatever they call them things, whatever. Nobody's just going to do it just for fun unless you're practicing. You know, just like football. I mean, even when you practice football, there's not a lot of major hitting. Somebody left a comment. What they saying? This G said, "Yeah, what up, G?" She said, "Yeah, that's the guy who we had this discussion about, man." And like I said, whenever G come on, we're gonna talk about this conversation in depth. But like I said, I just want to throw that out there. When we turn around and we look at these categories and we looking at these ESPN top 100, whatever, it's definitely a popularity contest. Now, here's another thing I want to throw out there before I get off that G brought up. And like I said, I wish he was on here today, but he started talking about this. And we're going to talk about this probably on Tuesday's podcast about when you look at now in modern times, especially with the Olympics and stuff like that, that's approaching this summer, right around the corner, starting this week, are the international players becoming more better, athletic than the U.S. players? Because if you look at the NBA, you've had Joel Embiid, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Nikola Jokic have all won MVPs of the NBA, which on my list is the second greatest sport that has the best athletes. That's the second. But they have these over the last 10 years, they've had more international players than national players that come out as MVPs. And we just saw it the other day where South Sudan almost beat the men's U.S. team. And we can sit back and say the men's U.S. team did not take it, they didn't take it for real or serious enough. That's why they almost got a lot. No. I watched the game. And if you want to sit there, if they want to sit up and say that they didn't take it serious, they do what they typically do. They play the way they typically play. I seen them score more points, not even trying to play in an all-star game. So there's a difference when you got guys out there that's coming for your head. So they had a challenge. And you're talking about the South Sudan has only been around for 13 years as our own independent country. LeBron James, as my boy stated, has been in the league a whole lot longer than they have been a country. So when you start looking at the grassroots efforts of all these different organizations out there, U.S., be on the lookout, because one day, sooner or later, you will not be the world's greatest. Just throwing it out there. So there you have it, folks. It's your boy EC22. Once again, I just throwing it out there that who are the greatest athletes of all time? Which sports have the greatest athletes? Once again, if you didn't hear me a while ago, I'm going to run down my list real quick. I said that it starts with tennis is number 1 that has the best athletes in the world. Basketball is number 2. Football is number 3. Soccer is number 4. And the gymnastics, kids, boys, and girls have the greatest athletes in the world. There you have it. ESPN Top 100 Greatest Athletes is a popularity contest that they have out there. And then we can debate about this later. This your boy EC22, and I'm out. Join us Tuesday as we dive in once again. And I'm out.